Hi there. I'm like literally first time. I just hopped in to hop in for the first time 2 minutes ago. So
Are you serious?
yep.
So we have you and we have Leona. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how are you liking the event tonight?
So far so good. I love the platform. It's my first time even seeing the platform. So I've been a StreamYard customer for 2.5 years and they merged with Hopin. So
Yes,
now it's
they
like,
did.
oh, this is exciting. But
Yeah.
so my business is called Women Action Takers. I take women and help them to create more action in their life to get them to achieve the goals that they have. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges that we have is we have procrastination, fear. There's a lot of things that stop us. And so I help them like bust through those fears to have the success that they're truly, truly looking for.
Oh, that's awesome. And where are you located, Linda?
I'm in sunny San Diego, California, and it is 86 degrees today during the
Are you
winter. It's like
serious?
crazy.
Wait, get out of town. That's hot. That's
It
really
is.
hot. Well, hopefully, the hotter it gets, the more the virus will go away because it's raging over there now, right?
Oh yeah, we're in like solid lockdown for who knows how long. So yeah,
Yeah. So let me ask you, what's the secret to your success?
I'd say it's well, first in 2015, I faced a fear every single day, the entire year. And
Mhm.
just by facing a fear every day, it gave me an amount of confidence that I didn't even know existed because I had so many fears. So I'd say that, just like now what happens is if I recognize that I'm scared of something, I go, oh, that's just fear. I'm going to do it anyway. And I think that that is really what helps me to do all the things I'm doing today.
Facing a fear every day. So tell us a little bit about some of the fears that you faced. And I'm sure if you that almost reminds me of like Shonda Rhimes, The Year of Yes. Like just saying yes to things that you normally wouldn't say yes to. I know that it was like maybe 5, 6 years ago, but what did that look like? Because I mean, that's different. What did that look like for you?
Well, what I did, just so you know, a little bit of the process that I did, because people ask me all the time, well, how did you decide which fears to break through? So,
Mm-hmm.
what I did is the very first thing I did when I woke up every morning that whole year is before I even got out of bed, I asked myself this question: what scares me? And I just
Mm.
laid in bed and I waited until the answer came. Sometimes it was immediate, and sometimes it'd be, 5 or 10 minutes of me just waiting. The majority of my fears were judgment based. So I have this huge fear of judgment. I grew up in a very abusive, volatile, alcoholic household. There was a lot of judgment there that caused fear as well. And I became a people pleaser, like many of us are people pleasers.
Yeah.
And so those fears were mostly based on judgment. So some of the fears I broke through, none of them, I didn't do any bungee jumping. I didn't eat any bugs or jump out of any planes or anything like that. For me, it was talking to people, just meeting them and having them hear me say some words that, gosh, maybe they're going to judge me. Maybe they're going to think I'm stupid. Maybe they're going to think all these bad things about me. So most of the fears were based on, they were judgment based.
Wow, I've never heard anybody ever say anything like that before, where they actually just waited for the fear to come, like waited for the answer to come, and then just acted on it. That is so intentional. That is so intentional. I really appreciate that. So now, how long have you been doing what you do?
Well, it was 6 years ago. I left my
Mhm.
corporate job. I had been in corporate for 36 years, and I had 49 jobs in 36 years.
Wow,
So,
wow.
running away from things was kind of my theme. I ran away when I was 5 years old, and I was gone an entire week. So
Are
kind of
you
like,
serious? At
yeah.
5?
Yeah, I had it. Like I'm not gonna live here. I'm not gonna live in this place. It's too much abuse. So I just
Wow.
yeah. So I ran away. But it kind of became a theme for me, running away from things until about 6 years ago when I found entrepreneurship and I was like, oh my gosh, this is me. This is me. The ability to be myself and to do what I want to do and figure out what that even means. And so it's been 6 years that I've been on this amazing entrepreneurial path and journey.
Wow, that's awesome. What a great story. What has been one of the best things about being in business for yourself?
Well, I love change. So the ability to change and make changes based on what I want, not based on what my boss wants. So I think that's a form of freedom right there, a freedom to express myself in my own way and to grow through that and become who I'm here to be, like who I'm on this planet to be. And discovering that has been amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah. And, I can definitely tell from your energy, just, you are just that I am facing my fear. I am going out there. You want me to jump on, I'll jump on. And you see opportunity and it's like, I'm here, I'm available. I love it. And so now tonight, when you came into the backstage, you just clicked on the link and it took you to the backstage?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I could pull some more people up on the backstage and have conversations with them. Well, exactly. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What is one word of advice for 2021 that you would like to leave the ladies with?
Well, and exactly what you just said. And this is one of the phrases that I use all the time. And that is to see the opportunity and then seize the opportunity. Opportunity is there all around us, but oftentimes we have blinders on because we think it's supposed to show up in a certain way. But like this was an opportunity. I was like, oh, they are hopping out. She's not able to get in. I'll say, I want to be there. Yeah. She might pick me. She might not. I don't know. But I threw it out there and you did. So thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And I love your name, Linda Sunshine West. I love the sunshine. You definitely bringing it. I appreciate that. So now we're going to have Leona. You can unmute yourself, Leona. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Good. So why don't you tell everybody about yourself, about your business, and all of that great stuff?
All right, so my name is Leona Martin, and I live in Boston, Massachusetts. And I'm married. I have 2 daughters. I have 2 grandchildren. I left my corporate job to do this career coaching business full-time just a year ago, actually. And I absolutely love what I do, and so I call myself LCM Career Coaching. And what I do is I get people pumped up and we set SMART, S-M-A-R-T career goals, which stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based goals.
Yep.
And we learn and I teach them how to interview that gets results. We negotiate salaries, we build networks together. So really just getting people ready for their job search, whether it's a new job, get promoted in their current job, or pivot in their current job and do something different using their transferable skills.
That is so awesome. And you are also a member of the Network for Women in Business. And you have been a tried and true member on and off for a few years now. So tell everyone a little bit about the network and, what you love about it and how it has benefited you.
Oh, gosh. I just absolutely love the Network for Women in Business. Most specifically, I love and adore Toni Coleman Brown. She has been wonderful. She's given me so much to think about, to act upon. The guidance that you give, Toni, is immeasurable. And then the women in the group, I feel like we're sister girlfriends.
Yes.
We show up every week. We talk about our businesses, but we talk about life issues as well. So it keeps things real. It keeps things fun, but we're learning from each other as well. So it's phenomenal. I don't know what else I could say. I just love it.
What are some of the new things that you ventured off into this year as a result, in the past year, as a result of, being a member and everything, because you've launched into the deep. So, tell everybody about it.
Yeah. So, Tony, I was doing a lot of one-on-one career coaching, but you really inspired me to do the groups. I talked about doing career coach groups, and I don't know whether I was nervous, scared, or a combination of it all. And you kept saying, just do it, just do it. And
Yeah.
I did, and I'm just so glad that I did. And I've got my third group coming up in February.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the career coach groups really is something new that I have brought into the business. And, you and the others encouraged me to just do it,
Yeah.
and get started.
So let's talk about careers, right? What are some, because a lot of people that are, running their business, they're side hustlers. They also have careers. And what do you think it is about careers that push so many people to entrepreneurship? What do you think it is about these jobs?
God. Well, I can say what it did, why I did it, and what others that I've worked with is because, you just want to. Why are you devoting so much time and energy to someone else when you could put that time and energy into your own business? You can be your own boss, make your own money. And guess what? You're accountable for all of that. And there's nobody to blame but yourself if you're not doing what you need to do, what you want to do, and what you can do. So I think that, yes, careers are great. Some people have jobs that they absolutely love. But the corporate world is, it can work for a while, but at some point you need to go on and do your own thing. They take care of us for a little bit, but then there comes a time when you got to move on and do your own thing.
Yeah. Now I know that I have, done a lot of different things. I've, been full-time entrepreneur, went back into the workforce and all of this and all of that stuff with entrepreneurship. But, I think that sometimes being an entrepreneur sometimes it makes you unemployable, but sometimes it makes you a better employee. And so can you talk a little bit about how bringing entrepreneurship to a career can help you advance?
Well, I think it can because first of all, how to, I think it helps you set goals in your job, in your career. You learn how to do budgeting. So if that's something that you want to learn in a job, as a business owner, you have to know how to budget and manage money. It helps you to plan because in a corporate job, there's planning, there's projects, so as a business owner, you've got projects and plans that need to be executed. So, there's several things that you do as a business owner that, certainly you learn and pull from your career, and just the customer service piece of it, because you got to be able to interact with people. And as a business owner, that's key because, let's face it, if you can't communicate with people, your business probably won't be successful.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that, one of the things that definitely helps entrepreneurs that, I've met a lot of entrepreneurs that went back into the workforce for whatever reason, they didn't. But I have to tell you, the one thing that they brought with them from having their own business is those boss qualities, man. Once you become a boss, once you become a boss,
I would agree.
It's like that's it. It becomes a totally different mindset.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, it's a game changer. I have to tell you that one of the things that a lot of employees would say about bosses is, oh, they act like they own this place. Well, that's why they're the boss, right?
That's right.
So
that's right.
Become a boss, it's like you take those characteristics with you, and then they carry you, and then they carry you up, and then they carry you out. Because I think that once you become an entrepreneur, once that gets in your DNA, that's it. You'll always be an entrepreneur.
Oh yeah. And I think it gives you strength. It gives you confidence. It builds your self-esteem. there are just so many qualities that, just really get strengthened. And you're able to do it.
So now, staying in that vein,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to be doing this really cool exercise coming up on Monday, as it relates to act as
right.
if.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
act as if. So we're doing our millionaire cocktail party,
Yes.
and we're going to show up as if, right? So one of the things that I know about careers and corporations is that, boy, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to run an organization that's huge with thousands and thousands of employees. So, you do career coaching, but, how can we bring that to entrepreneurship in a way that, tells us how we should show up as an entrepreneur? Like you've seen bosses in careers, right? In C-suites and executive level, and you see entrepreneurs. So how should entrepreneurs show up in a way that can take their business to become these businesses that have thousands and thousands of employees?
Yeah. I think that, for one of the big things for me is just creating an image that you have integrity. You're somebody who can be trusted. You're somebody who is compassionate. And you're just someone who's genuinely willing to help people, to work with people, and just to, take their lives always to the next level, that they're always one step ahead, of whatever it is that they want to do, in terms of their success. And they want to share it with others.
Yeah.
That old saying about bringing people, up from wherever you came from. Don't forget where you come from.
That's right. That's right.
So, yeah. So
Leona, what's the secret to your success?
Gosh, I think it's really just, making people feel special, giving them the confidence and the self-esteem to do what is already in them, even when they don't feel like they have that in themselves already. And, I'll tell you, another thing is really just getting the responses that I get from people that I've worked with that say things like, you know what, if it wasn't for you, I don't think I would have been able to do this. Or you helped me become the successful employee, or, in this job that I have. You were the one that encouraged me. You gave me the confidence, and you just really, drove me. You pushed me, and made sure that I felt good about myself, and that I could do it, because I didn't believe I could, but you helped me to believe in myself. That really, I got to tell you, that to me, I feel successful just hearing those words from my clients.
Wow, that is amazing. Now, what piece of advice would you give the ladies that are here for 2021? What piece of advice would you share with them?
I would say, to stay focused on what it is that you are looking to do. I would say also to be intentional about what it is that you want to do and can do. And just really, don't let anybody tell you that you can't, because you'll get the haters. And, the other thing is, I keep seeing this quote, that says, do it even if you're scared, or do it if you're scared to death. I forget how it goes.
Yeah, just jump, right?
But just jump into it, because you know what? You'll get over the fear, and you'll be surprised at how resilient you really are, and that you can do it. And once that fear leaves you, you feel like you're on top of the world.
Wow.
So go for the
Yes.
gusto. Go for the
Go
gusto.
for it. Go for it.
Yes.
Amazing.
And like you
Amazing.
said, Tony, in our last meeting, launch. That word is in my head.
Just launch, right?
Launch.
It reminds me of this song. It's called Jump. And, the song says, when your knees are shaking, just jump, jump. And, like that's my song. Just jump.
I know. And you know what, Tony? The other thing is something that I'm starting to embrace too is it's okay if you make a mistake. Because none of us are perfect. We can make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. I was always that person that felt like I needed to be perfect. That I needed to do things right before moving into the next phase. Just do it. You learn from your mistakes. And guess what? It's not a big deal if you make a mistake. As long as you don't kill anyone, you're okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's 110% right. I don't believe there's anything, I don't even believe perfect is real, like nothing is perfect. And we're all works in progress. So that is just amazing. Well, I am looking so forward to all of the things that you're going to accomplish in 2021.
Yeah. Thank you.
I can't wait until we have our Act As If party.
Oh, I know.
Everybody, we're having our...
I'm working on it.
Yes, our Act As If millionaire cocktail party. So what we're doing in the Network for Women in Business on Monday. So if you take the dollar trial, you'll be a part of this. So basically what we're doing is we are having a millionaire cocktail party. So we're going to show up on Monday the way we would if it were 2025. And we're going to wear what we would want to wear, and we're going to act as if we are where we, as a matter of fact, we need to just do this with everybody, right?
I know, right?
A whole bunch of people are out there, and we just all need to do this and show up as if it was 2025, and whatever it is we've always wanted. We're going to, we're going to go on Zoom. We're going to have our backgrounds. And if it's the house, we're going to have the house. If it's the beach, we're going to be on the beach. Whatever it is we're going to wear, and we're going to show up, because I think that the key to success in 2021 is showing up. And, and everything I talked about in terms of becoming that trusted teacher is all about showing up. And it's showing up in a powerful way, because the knowledge you have is the knowledge that you have. It's yours. It's in your head. And guess what? It's not in anybody else's head. It's your expertise. And when you step into that role of the trusted teacher and show up and show out, you will attract every client and customer that you deserve. So you have to act as if you have to show up, and you have to show up every day as that person. So I love what Linda came in and had to say, because that was powerful and amazing, because it's just like, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to let the things that come in my head just hold me back. I'm going to step in and I'm going to act as if, and I'm going to show up, because guess what? There is a way that the person that runs the Amazon with hundreds of thousands of employees all around the world, there's a way that that person shows up. And we have to start showing up for ourselves in that way, because we're all wired for greatness. We just have to step into it. That's right.
And you know what? And you know what? I'll say one last thing, Tony. One of the things that we have to do is, for ourselves and our clients, is get rid of the limiting beliefs.
That's it.
Because that allows us to stay in our own way if we don't get rid of those, so
and
that's a big thing.
Show up and show out. So it's time. Thank you so much, Leona. This was amazing. So guys, it's time for us to really get into this one-on-one networking. Now let me tell you how it works, because I'm going to be jumping right in there with you guys. There is the button. It's either on the left if you're online on your laptop, or if you're on your phone, it's on the bottom. There's a networking button. And now is the time that we can start the one-on-one networking. For those of you that are new to the platform, this is going to be an amazing experience for you, because you're going to have the opportunity to meet people one-on-one. What the system does is it randomly matches you with individuals, and you'll be able to chat with each other for 4 minutes. And then you can hit the little blue button and connect. And what will happen is you will exchange information with each other. So what that means is you'll have their contact information, their website, their email, their LinkedIn and Twitter, and they'll have yours. And you'll be able to follow up with them. And every time you log into Hopin, guess what? You will be able to see their contact information, so you don't lose it. You don't need your little notepad to write everything down. You don't need all of that. It's already here in the system. So now is the time. You see the little now button has popped up on the networking. So now is the time for us to begin that random networking. We're going to do it until 8:50. Then we're going to come back so we can say goodbye and, you know, get ready for what's next. So we do this each and every month. It's a lot of fun, and everyone gets a lot out of it. So I appreciate you guys being here tonight. We'll be back at 8:50. So let's start the networking. See you later. You're welcome.
Thanks.
So let me put up my little slide to let everybody know that I am networking. Okay. All right. So everybody knows that I am networking.